So, I remembered someone telling me that they didn't know how to press flowers. So you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do today? I'm going to show you how to press flowers. First things first, you got to have flowers. They don't have to be new. What I'm doing is I'm taking these flowers that I bought for myself that are getting older. They are on their last limb. So we're going to take these and we're going to get some beautiful pressed flowers. And I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks that I learned from failure and success. Okay, I should clarify that. I've learned from failures and I've learned from success. So, let's get started. First things first, here's my flowers. As you can see, they are dying, which is so sad because they were so beautiful whenever I first got them. And this is them now. So, what you're going to need is you're going to need your almost dead flowers. But you're also going to need a heavy book. Now, I have an entire encyclopedia that I use for word lookups and pressing flowers. Tell me you're nerd without telling me you're nerd is the vibes I'm getting from this. So, let's get started. Okay, so I have my dictionary right here. So here's what you're going to do to get started. First things first, you're going to grab your flowers. You're also going to grab a towel because if they've been sitting in water, you're going to want to have something that will keep your surface from getting absolutely soaked. So I don't have a towel, but I have a t-shirt. Next up, we're just going to set our towel or t-shirt, depending on what you have available, down, and we're going to take our flowers out of the water and put them on this towel. So, granted, all the petals are not going to look the prettiest because we are using sad little flowers, but I will say that they're going to turn out cute because I have done this many, many times. And I have only had one bad batch. And I will tell you why in just a minute. So you're going to take them out. You're going to take scissors. This is just what's going to make it easier to work with as a whole. You're going to cut the tops of the flowers off and set them in a specific spot away from the stems. Because what we're doing by separating it from the stem is we're getting all these wet stems and leaves out of the way. Oh my. You will have some petals that will fall off. That is okay. Scoop them up and put them with the rest of the flowers because this is what happened. So we are almost done trimming these and getting the flower tops off. Now some people would say that you should just toss flowers. I personally have pressed all kinds of flowers. I have pressed baby's breath, different kinds of flowers. Most of the time I get my flowers from funerals and I press them in remembrance of the person that has passed. I've only done it for 2, maybe 3 funerals that I've been to. One was for my grandmother. And the other one that I can think of was for my brother-in-law's aunt. I kept some flowers from his aunt's funeral and I pressed them and I gave them to him. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, guys aren't into that thing. Well, my big sister is, and she's married to my brother-in-law. So it was for him, it was for her. Either way, the flowers turned out beautiful and I was able to put them in a card. And if I remember correctly, she still has them to this day. So we're just going to put our stems and the leaves back into the vase that I got them from. So this is what you got left in your vase. I am going to empty that later. Don't worry. Anyways, up next, we are going to take our flowers. We are going to bunch them. I like to just put my fingers around them and squish them, and then grab the end and just twist it out. And you'll get this little top from it. Then you just set that to the side. So you're just gonna get the petals off. You could take them off one by one if you wanted to, but I just take the whole batch of petals off and take out the center, because I don't got time to be doing individuals. And you can do this with any flowers. Like these flowers I just bought for myself. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy myself some flowers because why not? It'll brighten my day. So I found these roses on sale actually, and so yeah, I got them on sale and I bought myself flowers. Apparently, different roses have different meanings. Like, they're supposed to represent different things. I just like roses because roses, I don't care what color they are. If I had to pick one of my favorites, it would probably be yellow, but for pressing, I've only done red roses. So I think it'll be interesting to see how these turn out. Obviously, I'm not going to show the finished product in this video because it takes a long time to press them, and I would probably not be able to find this video after that long of filming. But yeah. I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Have you guys ever seen the Sing movies? They're really good. I highly recommend watching them. I know it's a kids movie, but it was just so good. Also, Sing 2 is really good too, so highly recommend the Sing movies if you are a music lover like myself. Okay, so we got our flowers taken off. I will show you guys the pile. This is the pile of rose petals. And yeah, we're getting ready to show you how to press them. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pick just a random spot in your really big heavy book. If you don't have a really big heavy book, you can do a normal size book. You just have to like sit on it every now and then for a while. So I'm going to show you guys what to do now. So here's the reason why I say that it didn't work out sometimes. Because what I did was I did it with only one page in between them. Lesson learned, you definitely want to do more than one page. So I recommend just a small handful of pages in between each one. About, I would say 8 pages maybe. You don't have to count. You can just pinch a little. Anyways, so what you're going to do is you're just going to find a random spot. You can do it this way, but you'd have to do it on this side. Just so it would be pressed right. Because you don't want your flowers falling into one spot, because if they overlap each other, the moisture from the roses will, like, it'll grow moldy, is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is if you're not careful, it'll grow moldy, and you don't want that to happen because it will not look right. Pete, knock it off, man. Just once. Can we not have you? Don't lick scissors. You will cut your tongue and it will not feel good. No, you can't have the scissors. So what you're gonna do is, Pete, don't you dare eat that. If you eat that, I will smack your snout. Pete, knock it off. Excuse me for a minute, guys. So while I attempt to keep the pup off, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have them in one single layer. I'm using a different color just to show you guys what I'm talking about. You want to make sure that it's in a single layer, and you want them to have a little bit of space in between them. It doesn't have to be a lot of space, it just has to be enough so that way they have room to be pressed single. I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain this the best I can. To be separate, because you don't want the moisture making a mold. That's why you have to separate them. Making it make sense is hard, because I don't even know how to explain it. I just plop them on there, make sure there's enough space in between them. Okay, so after taking forever to get those flowers finished in their rows, I'm going to show you what we do. Now, we go with our last bit of pages, and then we put the rest of the book over top. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't use all the flowers because it took me forever to get the bunch that I do have in there. So we are going to let this sit for a while. Also, you could stand on it, sit on it, whatever you wanted to do with it, to make sure that all the flowers are really good, nice and pressed. That way, whenever they are drying, then it will be done. But yeah, all you do is leave it for about a month with the heavy weight on it. It'll dry, and yeah, you'll have beautiful pressed flowers to put in cards or just use to decorate something. And if you guys would like a video about using pressed flowers for arts and crafts, let me know down in the comments and I will be sure to get that to you. Because why not? Sounds like fun, honestly. So, this was fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!